Hello everyone and welcome back to the Warrior Cats podcast. I'm your host Willowpool and
I'm Emberheart, and I can't believe we're actually back. Let's go, am I right?
So it's been if this is the first episode you watched, or it's like 2028 right now, we have been gone for almost 3/4 of a year now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think maybe even I think the last time we recorded I think was in May.
June.
Anyways, yeah, so we've been gone for a long time. We're back now,
everybody.
Season 2, and we made some changes, like a new logo, and
theme song,
new release date, which will be every Monday at 12 o'clock a.m. when the clock strikes midnight. So, yeah, every single week we will be bringing high-quality episodes. Oh, yeah, and we got a new theme song, so I hope you liked it. So, yeah.
Let's begin.
Yeah, Emberheart, do you have anything to say before we do our...
No, I'm just very excited to be back, and now it's time for...
Starkland's Choice.
Okay, so, for Starkland's Choice today, do you want to announce what we're doing?
Yes, we are talking about Mousewhisker, my favorite character.
Yeah, this is...
background character.
I was talking to Emberheart the other day, and he was like, hey, who should we do for Starkland's Choice? And I was like, I have no idea. And then he was like, how about Mousewhisker? And I was like, Mousewhisker is just so, like, background and, like, mid. And then he was like, no, Mousewhisker is my favorite. So we're doing Mousewhisker.
Alright.
Also, I apologize because I have lost my voice, so if I'm sounding a little weird, that's what.
Alright, so, first off with Mousewhisker, the first thing to talk about is he was born at a very young age to Daisy and Smokey.
Yes, Mousewhisker was born at a very young age. If you take away one thing from this episode, if you remember one thing, one interesting fact, you need to remember that Mousewhisker was born at a young age.
Anyways, he was born to Daisy and Smokey as Mouse. He lived in the barn back then. He was a yeehaw cowboy cat.
Oh yeah, because Mousewhisker was like, he actually wasn't clan born. I forgot about that.
He came to the clan as a kid. And the issue is, he faced much derision for his birth, because, like, him and his siblings were ridiculed by other clans for not being clan-born, which is quite an issue, probably damaging for a young cat like him. Hint, hint, using this as a headcanon.
It's kind of like he's just like this little innocent kid, and then all, like, the leader, like, even leaders of other clans, and just all these warriors are just like, yo, you shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be fun.
Anyways, he later became an apprentice, and he trained under Spiderleg. Now, the interesting thing about Spiderleg is Spiderleg was mates with Daisy, Mousewhisker's mom, at the time.
Oh dear.
I wonder how Mousewhisker felt about that, especially when...
being trained by his dad, kind of. Almost
stepdad. And when Daisy and Spiderleg broke up, I wonder how Mousewhisker felt to be trained by his mom's ex-boyfriend.
And Mousewhisker also had a crush on, like, Tailpaw.
Yes,
whatever you want to call Minnow.
He did. Back in the Power of Three.
Power of Three.
Okay, this is the reason why I like Mousewhisker so much. Because I have a personal headcanon where Mousewhisker actually didn't stop like having a crush on Minnotail. In fact, those two have been dating. That's my theory.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this. You have like a secret theory about how just yesterday we were saying Minnopaw and the Minnotail and Mousewhisker are secretly in love.
Yes, that is my personal headcanon, and I'll talk a bit about it in a later section of this. Anyways, he became a warrior soon.
Oh yes, because that's what every cat does, except for the medicine cats. They become warriors.
Okay, anyways, he actually mentored Bumblestripe, which is quite interesting because, like, Mousewhisker seems to be a fairly, independent cat who doesn't really live according to clan tradition as much. And, Bumblestripe is, one of the most conservative cats in ThunderClan. I wonder how that could have happened. Maybe it was more so an influence of parents? I don't know, though, because Graystripe and Millie don't strike me as quite the type to influence Bumblestripe in that. Anyways, he was recruited by the Dark Forest next.
By the Bramblestar people. Wait.
What?
Right? No, I'm thinking of someone else. Wait, This is the power of... Yeah, it's the it's the Woman of the Stars. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, I wonder why he was recruited by the Dark Forest. He doesn't seem, at least according to canon, to be the type of cat to be recruited. However,
Yeah.
if you think about it, it makes my headcanon make all the more sense. Maybe he was worried about being disloyal because he internalized all the derision that he faced for his birth, which led to him
Kind of like
feeling that he is disloyal for dating Minotail and wanting to prove himself by becoming a strong warrior for the Dark Forest.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't expect Mousewhisker to be recruited for the Dark Forest, but then all of a sudden he just is. Like, it kind of surprised me when I read it, so.
Yes. Then he joined the clans during the Great Battle, and like all the other Dark Forest cats, had to swear an oath of loyalty to the rest of the clan. And he did that, so he was back. It's Mousewhisker time again. And who knows, maybe there was a bit of a falling out between him and Minotail on this one.
Oh dear.
Who knows, are they still together or not? I guess we can never know, unless we headcanon that yes, indeed, they are still dating, and they got back together. There needs to be an entire book written about Mousewhisker's secret relationship with Minotail. That would be so much of a better book than, I don't know, Storm Clan or whatever crap
Or
they're pushing now.
The random. They should write a super edition.
Yeah, the new Storm Clan Super Edition is just so random. I don't know. I read Ivypool's Heart, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Next up, he mentored Plumstone, and the only thing I really can remember about Plumstone is Plumstone's kind of like weirdly silly for a clan cat, like almost reminds me of like a kitty pet type thing, and that I definitely can see being more Mousewhisker-like. So, you know.
Don't remember him mentoring Plumstone.
Yeah,
I mean,
think...
I forgot, but now I kind of do, but...
Do you even know who...
I forgot that he did that.
Did you even remember who Plumstone was?
No,
I barely do.
Plumstone existed. And then you reminded me, and I was just like, wait, there's a cat named Plumstone that exists.
Anyways, he favored killing the imposter Bramblestar during the whole...
Imposter Star.
Yeah, Imposter Star. He favored killing Imposter Star's body during the whole that debacle, which I could imagine might make him enemies with Squirrelflight. Who knows, if Squirrelflight ever finds out about his relationship with Minotail, she'll kick him out of the clan because he disagreed with her at one point. Maybe.
And then he mentored Bayshine.
Oh yeah, and then he mentored Bayshine, which I honestly...
That's the end.
Which I honestly think, I think him mentoring Bayshine makes the most sense out of all the mentorships. Like, Mousewhisker and Bayshine feel similar in personality. Both are fairly independent, but, like, kind of cool. And interesting. Yeah. Both are interesting characters as well. Maybe we should do one about Bayshine later. Alright, that was StarClan's choice. Now it's time for a special segment. Game time! Let me know if you guys have any better names for this, because I genuinely can't think of any games they play in Warrior Cats except like baseball. Alright.
So game time is pretty much when in between StarClan's choice and the main part of the episode, which we have a new name for that, which you will hear later in the episode. But we have game time for a little bit of break segment, just to, I don't know, break up the really long segments. So for today's game time, we're going to be playing Warrior Cats 20 questions. So how it works is, say, I will think of a warrior cat inside my head. Like, say I'm thinking of, I don't know, Mousewhisker. And then Emberheart, whatever, will ask a question like, oh, is your cat in ThunderClan? And I'll be like, yes. And then it just goes on like that until he guesses what cat it actually is. And if you guess it in under 20 questions, you win.
Alright.
So do you want to go first?
You can start.
Okay, like me start asking questions or me start by thinking of a cat?
You start by thinking of a cat. Alright. Let's do this, dang.
Okay, I am going to think of a cat. Oh, I got one. Okay, I am ready.
Alright, so, first off, is your cat a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Alright. Is she from ThunderClan?
A she-cat.
Is it?
Yeah, she's from the Thriftear clan.
Okay. Was she from before or after Omen of the Stars?
Wait, let me think. Before? Yeah, before.
Excellent. Was she in the Prophecies Begin?
No.
Alright. Was she in the New Prophecy?
Yes, that's 5.
Is she now the leader of ThunderClan?
Possibly.
Is it Squirrel Star?
Possibly. Okay. So
I guess it.
she got it in 7 questions.
All right.
So now, Emberheart, you think of what's it called? A cat, yeah.
Yes. All right, so I'm thinking of cat.
Okay, so let's start with, is your cat in River Clan?
No.
Is your cat in Thunder Clan?
Yes.
Is your cat a boy?
No.
Is your cat, does your cat train as a warrior?
Does my cat train as a warrior? Yes.
Okay. Has your cat ever become a deputy or a leader?
No.
Oh dear. Is your cat from from the lake or the forest? Was your cat born in Omen of the Stars?
No.
Was your cat born in, the latest arc other than, like, the really new one, like the one that they just finished?
Starless Clan? No.
Yeah. I forgot the name. No? Was it alive in the Starless Clan?
Yes.
Has your cat died yet?
I don't know how many you're at. How many are you at?
I don't know, like 11?
Okay, let's say 11.
I really cannot think of any cats right now.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
My cat is related, is a littermate of a main character.
What's the one that gets trapped in a cave? I forgot her name for some reason. Is it that one? Hollyleaf? Hollyleaf. Wait, Hollyleaf's dead. Right?
Right. So, no, it's not Hollyleaf. I said it was born after Omen of the Stars.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right.
I'm just gonna ignore that last question.
Okay.
Try to make it as easy for you as possible.
Let's say, is your character...
Okay, fine. I'll make it even easier for you. This character is a littermate of Bristlefrost's.
I literally, don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, fine.
Who's Bristlefrost's littermate?
Okay, do you give up?
Yeah, I give up. I can't remember.
It's Thriftear.
I don't even know who Thriftear is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Oh,
Oops, maybe
dear.
I shouldn't have made such a hard one. Alright, now it is time to move on to our main segments.
But before we move on, we have a contest for you. So I'm gonna think of a cat. Caleb's gonna ask 3 questions, and based off of my answers to those 3 questions, you have to submit guesses in the comments, and if you guess who my cat is, then your cat will be added to the logo.
Alright, yes. Okay,
So I'm generating a cat in my brain.
oh, this is a lot of responsibility. Better not mess this up for y'all.
I have chosen a cat.
Is your cat in ThunderClan?
No.
Is your cat a she-cat?
Yes.
Is your cat born before or after Omen of the Stars?
Before. And there you have it. Go ahead and guess.
Submit your answers in the comments down below.
Yeah.
Alright.
Your answers in the comments.
Now it's time to move on to our next segment. Let all cats of the clan come here for a clan meeting. Alright, we're back now, and it's time for our new segment. You guessed it, clan meeting. Alright, we're meeting our clan right now. Me and Willowpool, we need to talk about the books that have released since we've been gone. There's been a lot of
Yeah, there's been a couple, like Star and The Oldest Quest, and what was the other one again?
Okay, let's
Some
just start.
super editions.
Let's just start. Alright, so, since we've been gone, the Warrior Cats graphic novel adaptation, Book 1, Into the Wild, and the first part of Fire and Ice has released. And honestly, I loved it. It was, the best, Warrior Cats thing in a while. The art is amazing. It's great to see all these first art characters revitalized like this, and it adds so much more personality to them. And honestly, I am so excited for them to keep going with this. I just want to see Mousewhisker. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah,
What do you think about it?
I really like the book. I think it's really cool to see some of the cats that you hear about in the novel, in a picture. And also, there's some people I know.
Visual art.
Well, I mean, yeah, but in a picture form.
Yeah.
Or scenes that, different battles in picture form. And there's also people that I know who don't want to read a long novel, and it gives them a really good chance to
read the
books anyways. So yeah.
Yeah. Alright, now let's move on to the next book that came out after that, Ivypool's Heart. Ivypool's Heart, I actually liked the book, not as strongly as I felt about some of the other books we're going to get to, but yeah, Ivypool's Heart was good. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, it tells the story of Ivypool trying to get over her grief of Bristlefrost and Whistlepaw getting a vision of destruction. Spoiler warning here, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear spoilers for this book. Ivypool ends up hearing news that makes her grief of Bristlefrost easier, and they end up finding a hidden clan called Storm Clan that was Wind and Thunder Clan combined, which is pretty cool. And yeah, honestly, I like this book a lot. It was nice to hear about some characters, and I thought it was really fun to hear about I thought it was really fun to hear about Icewing, because I always thought Icewing was a cool character.
Yeah, it's nice because in Ivypool's Heart, there's a couple really just side characters for the whole main series, and then you get to kind of hear about them. But that's what super editions are. But
yeah, I mean, you get to hear more about Whistlepaw or Whistle Breeze now. Hold on a second.
Yeah, Whistle Breeze.
And you get to hear more about Icewing and all that. It's super impactful to see Dovewing, Ivypool, and Icewing share their grief over having lost kits, and especially seeing what Ivypool and Icewing have to say to each other because they both lost kits to the Dark Forest. Alright.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, it was a good book. Now moving on to Star. Willowpool, do you want to explain Star? Do you want to explain Star?
So, there's Splashtail in RiverClan. And by then, there's a lot of cats that know Splashtail is up to no good.
Yeah.
But they haven't been able to convince everyone yet. And then there's one point where, I think it was SkyClan or ShadowClan is gone.
Yeah.
And then, that's so you don't get spoiled. And then, because you don't know which one. Yeah, and then there's cats that are being taken prisoner in, different camps. And then these, the two, cats, I don't know. they escape out from the camp,
okay.
And they
maybe you should speed it up a bit.
They attack Splash Star. Splash Star gets dead.
And the rest of us is kind of waiting for Frostpaw in a coma. And she gets her new name in the end, and Sunbeam and Nightheart have kits, and everything is happily ever after.
Yeah, I did a really bad job explaining that book.
Alright, anyways, now let's move on to the Elder's Quest. Dun dun dun.
The Elder's Quest.
Alright, Elder's Quest. I actually like this book. So this is kind of the first new arc we've been able to cover on this podcast. And I'm honestly a fairly big fan of it so far. So let's just take stock of our new main characters. So first off, we have Tawny Pelt. And I like Tawny Pelt. I think it was about time we had a Tawny Pelt main POV after she was robbed of that back in the New Prophecy. And I think her story's a little interesting. I just can't I don't know, I can't sympathize with her complaining about all the young cats these days. Sometimes, though, it's guns gets annoying.
She's very old, cranky in the book.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
And then, also, there's Leafstar. Leafstar? I didn't think we needed more on Leafstar. I was pretty good on Leafstar after her entire Super Edition and manga. I thought we were good for Leafstar content, but, what are you gonna do?
They just had to.
Yeah, she was going blind, which I thought made for a pretty interesting plot. But they didn't do too terribly much with it. Yeah, so that was certainly a plot for her. I definitely think she could have went in a more, I think they definitely could have given her a bit more agency. Instead of having her being bullied into stepping down, they could have just had her step down gracefully and, with dignity. I think that would have been better. And finally, we have, the new cat out of the bunch, Moonpaw. And Moonpaw, she's a good character. I like her. I just don't think Warrior Cats knows how chimeras work, since she has the voice. Yeah, spoiler alert. She has the voice of her dead sister in her head. I don't think that's how chimera cats work, Warrior Cats. Chimeras are two babies fused together in the womb, and you don't have your dead sister's ghost in your head at all times.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah. Also, I like her visual design. Her visual design is nice. And I'm going to be totally honest, I thought all tortoise shells were calicos until, I actually figured this out, that the tortoise shells could be black. I always thought all tortoise shells were white and brown. So I completely realized I've been drawing tons of characters.
Yeah, I always imagined tortoise shells white and brown.
But then I realized I've been drawing a bunch of characters wrong this whole time. Anyways, So, think now it's time. Wait, no, I just realized I didn't explain the plot. I didn't talk about the plot at all. So the plot was that Two Legs are doing stuff like poisoning Skyclan's stream and leaving garbage around the moon pool, which weird plot, but okay. I just feel like it's gonna be the New Prophecy Part 2. Also, Tawny Pelt's in love with Crowfeather now, and it's kind of weird. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Anyways.
Wait a minute, what if they have to move out of the lake and find a whole another place?
That's what I just said.
Big brains.
Alright, so, yeah. That was that segment of Clan Meeting, the inaugural one, actually. Now it is time to move on to our next segment.
It's Prompt of the Week.
Alright, we're on to our next segment. Willowpool, do you want to explain what it is?
Yeah, so this segment is going to be Warrior Cat's prompts. So what's going to happen is Emberheart is going to have a random prompt generator, and he's going to spin the wheel of magical prompts, and then it's going to land on a prompt, and we are going to answer the prompts, and we'll see what happens.
Alright, wheel. I don't actually have a wheel. I'm using a random prompt generator. Alright, everybody. The prompt for this week is, how do you think warrior cats would change if the clans had a written language? Alright, Willowpool, you can start me off with this. You can start us off with discussing.
Wow, that is very interesting. So, first of all, I feel like there'd be a lot of, instead of just, like, battling, there'd be a lot of more formal, like, letters, kind of, we want this land back, a little bit.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
Like the Sunning Rocks in the forest. I feel like there'd be just, like, a lot of hate mail going on.
Yeah.
And all that. And then for inter-clan relationships, I definitely feel like in the earlier series before that was allowed, they would definitely be, like, they would definitely be mailing to each other in secret.
Yeah.
Kind of. And I also feel like there'd be it kind of gives me, like, imagine, like, you know the tree in the Gathering Island?
Yes.
I feel like there'd be, like, words, like, carved into there.
That would be cool. I also think things would be forgotten so easily. Like, they wouldn't have just forgotten about Sky Clan and...
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers for the new arc. They wouldn't have forgotten about Sky Clan and spoilers for the new arc. Which...
They would have, like, a collection of leaves, probably, that they would write on for, like, history books.
And there would also probably be prophecies all marked down, which would be cool.
Yeah, like a prophecy book.
Yeah, that would be... I think that would really change things. And I think it could make Warrior Cats as a series a good deal more anthropomorphized, similar to, like, Redwall, or, like, Guardians of Ga'Hoole, which is, like, pretty interesting. So, yeah, that was our prompt. You guys, in the comments down below?
In the comments, put down your opinions, yeah.
Like, put down your opinion on what would happen, and the best answer will be included in our next episode of the podcast. Alright, everybody, now it's time to move on to The Gathering.
The prey is running well in our podcast. Let the gathering begin.
Alright, everybody, it's now time for The Gathering. This is where we announce things and then end it all off. Alright, Willowpool, you can start us off with our announcements. First off...
So, first thing is a bit of an explanation on why we've been gone. So, a long time ago, back when we recorded our last episode, Spotify sent me an email and said, hey, we're updating our terms, and you're actually not allowed to record unless you meet these things, like these kind of conditions. Due to, like, the technical
difficulty.
Due to the tech that at the time, I wasn't able to
meet the
download all the required things. So,
yes,
we stopped recording for a long time, and then eventually I got all the stuff back, and we've been back, and we're back now, and we're going to be able to record weekly again.
Yes, so this is season 2
now, by the way.
way.
Gone, that's why. But yeah, for season 2, we decided to change a lot of things. We changed the logo. You'll notice it looks different now. It's Willowpool and Emberheart. And you guys can get your cats in there too by winning different contests. And we also are changing the theme song and the transitions and things like that. So
make sure
that'll make it very different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we're really excited to be recording this again. And we really hope to see you guys later. But first off, to record, we need your help. We need you guys to show Spotify and YouTube that we are a good podcast. So please please comment, please just do whatever you can, and
follow.
Follow or subscribe, depending on what you're on. And y'all, I think you should have a good one.
Oh yeah, because we're on YouTube now.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we're on YouTube. I think I already said that though. Alright, so everybody, with all that being said, have a great day, y'all. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.